More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Bavarians is for your man and you too.
What's that you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to The Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, breaking the seal all over the finer things of life, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
That's right. Welcome in, everybody. It is us. It is we. It is The Unfiltered Gentleman. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. Most importantly, thanks for drinking along. I have to beg everyone out there listening to please bear with us a little bit on this brand new batch 196. This is our first ever remote episode. We're using technology to make this happen, and with our combined age, it's not guaranteed. So we can all see each other on the little webcam here. Scott's flipping us off. You won't be able to see the video. It's for your best interest. But anyways, I am Greg. Over there on the video Skype Squadcast chat thing is Scott.
Hey, Greg. Scott Takanaka here in West Hollywood.
And there's Dan.
I thought this was chat roulette, man. You guys lied to me.
It's about the same guy ratio as chat roulette.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 100%.
A lot of sausage.
A lot of sausage. So in that way, it is chat roulette. So you should feel right at home. Yeah. So we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully this works out well. So far, it hasn't crashed yet, and we're already a minute into the show. So great success,
Nice.
everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. We got a lot of show to get to today. So a couple of things. We'll have our normal stuff like crotch talk. We'll talk a little bit of sports. We've got a review from Allie. We've got some listener voicemail action. Of course, some booze news to get to. Instead of having a beer of the week followed by a bullpen beer, because we're not in the same room and I can't hand them some beer, we are each bringing our own beer to review and talk about. So I'll go first. We'll do a couple things. Then Dan will talk about a beer. Do a couple more things. Scott will pretend that he knows how to read and talk about his beer. And exactly. And then we'll see how this goes. So bear with us. Hopefully this works out well.
See you in the spot.
And you're all going to find out very quickly why Greg leads us around the,
No kidding.
the show.
Greg's going to be a star after
We're
tonight.
going to drop so many balls around here.
You're also going to find out why people should rehearse things.
That too.
As I'm hitting record, Dan says, so how do I find the information on this beer? So we'll see how this goes.
It's going to be funny.
Yeah, I've got some info in mind. So fingers crossed that this all works out. And you can let us know what you think if you're listening there at home. Send us a tweet or a review or any of that sort of thing. All right, so much to get to. I'll stop jibba-jabbing. I'm going to play the song, though it's kind of inappropriate because it's not the beer of the week. It's just one of 3 beers we'll be drinking tonight.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for beer of the week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
Pouring it as we speak. Definitely having myself a beer. As we've been talking about lately, drinking local is very important to our cause and keeping our favorite breweries in business while this weird shit's going on. So I got a delivery from one of our local favorites, MadeWest. I love it. $5 and they deliver all kinds of beer. One of the things I had delivered was their Hazy IPA, which, for my money, is one of the best Hazy IPAs on the market. I cannot get enough of it. I've sent it to people out of state, and, you know, it's not exactly the sexiest can in the world, but people get it and are like, all right, yeah, great IPA. And then they drink it, it's like, holy shit, that was amazing. I've had many people get back to me. So a little bit about the beer. 7%, 35 IBUs, has a 3.93 in Untapped and a 92 on Beer Advocate. It won the bronze medal in the hazy category at the California State Fair in 2019. From the brewery, they say it's a hazy IPA packed with a jaw-dropping quantity of mosaic hops. The aromatic IPA has a ripe, juicy character with notes of fresh peaches and mango. A soft, silky mouthfeel is complemented by a smooth, refreshing finish. And it's got Mosaic, Simcoe, and Eureka. And if I'm not mistaken, Simcoe's one of Dan's favorites.
Oh, yeah. That's my shit.
Loves that Simcoe. I wish this is normally where I would go, okay, I'm going to take a drink, and Dan and Scott are going to say something about the beer, but that's not happening.
Now we can only dream about it.
Yeah, I want some.
We're like the listeners, man. We're like salivating over here.
Yeah. I'm drooling everywhere.
Have you guys had this one from MadeWest, the Hazy?
No, I can't say I have.
think so.
I get it's a light nose, a little bit of tropical fruit, but not too crazy on the schnoz.
Oh man, we're gonna be in so much trouble with the descriptions of the beer. I'm just putting that out there. You can't lead us. Oh my god, it's gonna be scary.
Just read that Untapped description. We'll be okay. They say soft, silky mouthfeel, and I wish Dan could try this one because he's Mr. Mouthfeel King.
That's right.
This is a soft, pillowy mouthfeel. It's delicious. You get like some juicy tropical fruit, some peaches on there. It's just a great hot day hazy IPA, and it's one of my favorite examples of the style. I tell people all the time, like, hey, do you like hazy or West Coast better? I like West Coast hazies, and this is a West Coast hazy. It's not see-through, but it's not floating with lots of random weird chunks. It's not like drinking pulpy orange juice. So this is one of my favorite examples of the style. Peaches, tropical fruits, and just so easy to drink. And at 7%, they go down quick.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking like a creamy milkshake or something, man. Like, I know it's like hazy, but it's like not orange. It's more like on a light yellow kind of like, looks like orange juice. I mean, like perfectly like orange juice.
Yeah, like pulp-free orange juice. Yeah, it's kind of like that straw color. It is
really
a
wish
pretty
I could
beer.
have some.
I wish you
I'm gonna
could
have to
too. Hey,
drink
good
some.
news if you're
I'm on my way.
yeah, if you're in Ventura County, they deliver within the county for $5 no matter what you order.
I might have to order some for next week.
Deal, yeah.
Yeah. So check out MadeWest. They're also shipping, I believe, throughout California with UPS. I'm sure more expensive than $5, but
Cool.
So shout out to Connor at MadeWest who dropped this bad boy off. All right, here's where it gets interesting with our technology platform, where we all comment and talk about things as we enter in the rest of the show.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
I wanted to bring up the fact I heard that April is Alcohol Awareness Month.
Thank
really?
God.
Yeah, I like to make all year long Alcohol Awareness Month, but since we're putting a big emphasis on it, Happy Alcohol Awareness Month, everybody.
Hey, cheers
Yes.
to that.
I'm
Right
aware of
there.
it.
Yeah, that's something I can
Yeah.
drink to.
Yeah, I'm aware of alcohol.
Yes, I'm very aware. It's a big part of my life, especially right now during the quarantine.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's something we all need a little bit of right now.
Yeah,
kidding.
that's for sure.
A lot of bit of.
You know, all the off-premise sales, so like beer to go at retail locations and such, way up for breweries across the board. People are stocking up and drinking way more than ever.
Jeez.
So that's
That's a good thing for the breweries.
It is. The bad news is like a lot of small breweries, their main business is on premise to go, but as this is ramping up, more breweries are starting to can. Like 818 Brewing out here just started canning this week, so hopefully more off premise sales in the works. All right, what else do I have for crotch talk? Oh, bad news or good news? I don't know. I kicked the keg on my homebrew, that hazy Wet Dream
shit.
homebrew.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, it did some damage over the weekend. So I guess I got to brew something else or find a new keg of something and see what we can get in there. And then I already mentioned it, but got that MadeWest delivery over the weekend. That was cool. Shout out to Connor. Got some crowlers. Got this MadeWest Hazy. I'm all MadeWested out. What about you,
West,
gentlemen?
y'all.
Yeah. Have you guys, how you been surviving the Rona?
Oh, well, I watched a movie, and we can just
of
kind of
course.
throw that in there. Of course, I
Sure.
mean, that's what everybody's watching right now. And
Popcorn.
I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which came out last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
it's,
Brad Pitt and...
Yeah, Brad Pitt, Leo DiCaprio. I watched it, but it's streaming now, so I was like, let me check it out. My brother said that, it was really good, so I checked it out. But here's the thing, like, I liked the movie. I did, to a certain degree. Like, I kind of felt like it was really long. To me, I felt like it was. Like
Tarantino.
yeah, and I felt like they could have cut out like a good hour of the movie, honestly. If you watch the movie, watch the beginning, and then once you get to know everybody really quick, I'd say about 15, 20 minutes in, fast forward until every time you see Brad Pitt, then start playing again, because his story is the one that matters, Like it takes forever. Like I was watching Leo's part and Margot Robbie's part, which she's really hot in this movie.
I said that might be the one that matters.
You're right. But if I was looking at the script, I'd be like circling it like plot? Like, what's going on here? Like, what am I watching? So, but once you watch Brad Pitt, everything he does in this movie actually matters and makes sense. And then the ending is amazing. And to me, I felt like saved the movie. Like, it was fucking awesome. Awesome ending to the movie. So if you watch it the way I said, fast forward watch 20 minutes, fast forward every time you see Brad Pitt, and then watch the ending. Oh, awesome movie. Awesome movie. I highly recommend it.
Now, if you watch it like a normal person,
oh god,
you
are drinking to get through it until you see Brad Pitt. Then you're chilling, and then at the end of the movie, you're drinking to celebrate watching a badass movie. So it's a really weird movie, I gotta say.
And it's a Tarantino flick. Any N-bombs?
Oh, good question. I don't think I caught any.
Good.
Oh, shit.
Finally.
No kidding.
Wow, that's a record.
No Sam Jackson narrating or anything either. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow. This is a take.
Yeah, that was a good question. I should have came more prepared for that. I don't think I heard one.
Sorry you didn't have your N-bomb tally ready.
I should have been. I watch all Tarantino's movies. I should have been.
Yeah. Maybe we can ask Hulk Hogan or something.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
Yeah.
What about you, Scott? How are you faring with the quarantine?
I'm doing fine. I mean, for me, 2 of my jobs are like fitting right in. I'm extremely busy working like all the time. The one job I'm not doing, obviously, is Uber. I refuse to do that because I don't want to pick up, Corona Boy.
Right.
But yeah, just
the superhero of all coronavirus.
Yes. He has a Corona shirt on. I just run by and don't pick him up. But yeah, I'm busy. But it's just one of my jobs I'm tolerating with unhappy people that are walking in. And I mean, one of the things for Ventura County is you can't sell non-essential items.
Yeah, I just learned that over the weekend going to Costco. Like, they have all the TVs blocked off. TVs apparently aren't essential.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I was like, I beg to differ. If my TV goes out, I need one pronto.
That's
man.
stupid.
Yeah, my TV ever went out, I'd kill somebody for a TV. But, I mean, and what was stupid was they're like, okay, you can sell, the Easter weekend. You can sell Easter candy, but you can't sell Easter decorations. And which is kind of stupid. And I followed the rule until I looked around and saw my coworkers were selling Easter decorations. Like, fuck this. I'm not going to be the bad guy. So
right.
Yeah. So I'll probably go to jail soon. Whatever.
Well, and here's what I think is the even weirder part about that is, okay, so you can't sell such and such Easter decorations. Why is it on the fucking floor to be sold then?
Well, that's the thing is people are asking, and I agreed. I mean, I can't say a lot, but they're like, well, so why is it still out there? But I mean, it's like jewelry, books, magazines, toys, games, and decorations you can't sell.
Yeah,
but
which I didn't know was a
floor.
thing. Yeah, it's so weird.
It's kind of weird. And I think, as far as I know, it's only Ventura County.
Oh, really?
As far as I know, but I could be wrong about that.
That's even weirder to me because as I've watched this divulge, and we all know I work with government agencies, it seems like California has been really good as a whole, as a state, at like passing down these regulations. But like LA County and LA City have been a little ahead of Ventura County. Like Ventura is always kind of one step behind LA. Whatever LA does, Ventura will do next week. So I'm surprised that Ventura County would have a restriction like that, but not LA County. It's interesting.
Yeah, and the other thing I've seen, I haven't seen, but some people that I know have seen, now that they're trying to enforce not wearing face masks and whatever. The people that hoarded the face mask, they say they see them on the corner now selling them for like $5-10 a face mask or whatever.
Assholes.
So yeah, if I see them, I'll just stop. Just run them over. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I say, hey, I couldn't breathe. I had the coronavirus, so I had to run them over because I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, or just go cough on them.
Yeah, that's that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of weird times, but hey.
Very weird times.
Strange times.
Yeah. And at Costco, like they literally had caution tape around the TV area and a sign that said like, due to whatever, we can't sell it, but go to our website to buy it. So I can still buy a TV on Costco.com. So I can go to the store, I can watch it, see if I like it, then go to Costco.com and buy it.
That's
right.
dumb.
And that's kind of what hit me was, I guess it was last week, the wife and I went to Target and we stood in line. And it's early on a Sunday morning. I said, this is it. From now on, I'm ordering to pick up or ordering to get delivered. I am not standing in a line anymore.
No, fuck those lines. They're so stupid.
Yeah.
Was that the old person line?
Yes.
Nice. Even that was long?
Yeah. And the people in front of me died. I didn't know it. And so I stood in line for hours.
And that was just natural causes.
Yeah. And they were younger than me, so
oh man,
what does that say?
Glad to see you here tonight.
Well,
you made it. Good job.
Well, maybe not be here next week, but who knows?
We'll find out. Don't start coughing. Oh god. Anybody else? Any grievances or anything?
No, I was just looking at Scott's name on this Squadcast thing. Energetic synth.
Where the hell did that come from?
That's what I'm
no
trying to
idea.
understand. I'm just Dan. We got the Gmail email here, and then we got energetic synth.
That's
well,
me,
it was funny. We were testing this the other day, and it was something writer, like awesome writer, or I forget now.
That's
I just
what she
said it minutes ago.
Easy
the
writer.
Writer is in like WRITER. Somebody who writes something.
Oh.
So it was so weird. Like I don't know where this is coming from, and apparently like he hit the fucking random name generator or something.
Really?
over there.
So that's what happens. It's a random name.
Or somebody's hacked into my account and is like draining my bank account right now as we speak.
Yeah.
All $5.
I was gonna say it's
gone.
drained. Yeah, it didn't take long.
Yeah.
So, all right, lots of show to get to. Let's kick things off with a voicemail from one of our good buddies, Fontana Jim.
Oh,
Hello, no one is available to take your call.
No
Please
kidding.
leave a message after the tone.
So, guys, Lee Fontana Jim here. Before I get into my gripe on what I'm going to gripe about this week, I have to say we have to think about the things to be thankful for in this time of social sheltering in place and social distancing. I'm thankful when I go to the supermarket and all the stay-at-home used to be going into the office every day. Mommies are at the market because they're not on a Zoom call at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm happy and thankful that they wear leggings and yoga pants when they go to the grocery store because they need to be comfortable. And I'm thankful that sometimes I have to stand behind some of these people in my 6 foot away from them social distancing line, where it doesn't seem like I'm creepy because I'm looking behind them and through them and next to them and the stuff I might be trying to get, like, I don't know, a Snickers bar or something. So I'm thankful for that. Now on to my freaking gripe this week about supermarkets. So I'm at my local supermarket, and the lady brings up my stuff, and she says, would you like to buy a bag? Well, you guys already know my fucking stance on buying a bag, so I said, no, I brought a bag. Here's my bag. I left it in the cart. She looks at me as I'm paying, and she says, well, we had new guidelines this week. I'm not allowed to put anything in the bag. I said, okay. Finished paying. I looked at her square in the eye and said, is there anything wrong with putting that stuff back in the basket? You know, because it's sitting on the fucking counter still. She goes, no, I can put it back in the basket. It's okay, thank you, I'd appreciate that. So, Jesus Christ, if you want a full-serve grocery store where they bag all your shit up now, you have to give them a dime. It's like tipping them for something that should be free. Anyways, been enjoying your guys' tournament. Oh, beers of fun. And keep up the good work there, you filthy animals.
Holy hell.
Love Fontana Jim.
Man, he
true, man.
really hates that bag law.
He
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Really, really does. If you didn't hear a few weeks ago, he called in to let us know how he feels about those bags, and he's not a fan. But thanks to Fontana Jim. 805-538-BEER is the number, 2337. Yeah, you know, I get them not wanting to touch your personal bags, but if that's the case, then you're going to need to start giving us some free bags while this is going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's true. And they are talking about saying you're not allowed to bring bags, your own bags, into the stores. They haven't done it yet, but they're talking about it.
So just do it.
At least in our county, yeah.
Yeah, just do it and give us free bags while this is going on.
It's 10
Why
cents.
not?
You know,
Please.
come on.
Yeah, come on, please.
You used to do it in the first
dumb.
place. What the fuck?
Right. 99% of the existence of grocery stores included free bags. This is only the last few years that they haven't.
Yeah. I think
And
it was
one of the other complaints that I'm getting is, and it's a county thing. It's not us. Is we cannot take returns of any kind, no matter what.
Oh.
I don't care if we sold it to you, walked out in the parking lot and said, hey, I don't want this, came back in. As soon as it goes out the door, we cannot take it back.
I get it. I kind of get it.
Yeah, and they're saying it's temporary. Eventually, they will let you, bring stuff back, which is like weird because, okay, so now bring it back now with all the, disease over it, and we'll start all over again. And
yeah, exactly.
But, so it's, weird times.
Weird times indeed. All right, thanks, Fontana Jim. Make sure you should go follow
kidding.
Fontana Jim on the Twitters as well.
I hope I never get him as my customer.
Oh, man.
I got so many guidelines I got to go through, and then to put up with his arguments. I'm like, please,
Yeah.
mister, please.
Then he'd start staring at your yoga pants. It would be all over.
Oh, yeah. I look good in my yoga pants.
If you do, just make sure you give him a bag already and just bag his shit.
What do I do if people, start complaining or whatever? I just, here, take a bag. I don't
Be happy.
Yeah, it's funny. I had people at Trader Joe's. I'll come in there and I'll forget one, or I forgot to reload my trunk or whatever, and I'll go in there and just say, "Oh yeah, I need a bag today." They're like, "You've always got a bag. It's fine." They'll just, "Here you go, bag."
That's mine bag, you old bag.
The whole thing's dumb. All right, we got a lot to get to. Lots of show. Before we get any further, Dan is drinking a beer. I mean, we're all drinking a beer. Not just Dan. He's not special like that.
Lucky guy. You lucky guy.
We'll see how this goes. Dan, tell us about what you're drinking.
So I'm drinking a Firestone Lager, and 4.5 ABV, 17 IBUs. It's got a 3.5 from Untapped, and from the brewery. It's we created our first Firestone Lager in 2000, and it proved to be well ahead of its time. Now it's back, new and improved, for those who finally want a better lager. In a craft world dominated by hoppy beers, we have gone back to basics with Firestone Lager. This is our hardest beer to make and our easiest one to drink. Made in the classic all-malt Munich Hell style, Firestone Lager demands technical perfection from our brewing team with a transparent canvas that would otherwise reveal the smallest flaw. Gambrinus Pilsner malt establishes a crisp, dry base with a soft mouthfeel, while noble German hops provide just a whisper of bitterness. The result is an impossibly smooth and immensely drinkable beer that aims to help redefine American lager. In the words of brewmaster Matt Brynildson, thank you. Firestone Lager is made for drinking, not thinking. It's all about enjoying a good, clean beer. And I have to agree. It is delicious. It's crisp.
Good job.
What?
I was going to say, who knew that you were going to get the longest description of all these beers?
No kidding, man. Dude, I need to take another breath before I take another drink. This is crazy. So
yes.
I'm drinking it out of my Spearmint Rhino cup right now. So just want to put that out there. You want to know how to get a Spearmint Rhino cup? Just show up to Rhino's drunk and somehow you'll walk out with one, I guess. I don't know. That's what I did. So this stuff is great.
I thought it was like if you go 1 million times, you get a free glass or something.
Yeah, no, I showed up once drunk and I walked out. I was like, what the hell happened, man? I don't know. I probably walked out with more than that. So,
for those of you not from the States or at least the area, Spearmint Rhino is one of the more classy gentlemen's clubs.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I had a grand old time. That's all I remember.
I bet you did.
I walked out with some fucking glassware. I can't believe
All
it.
you know is you came home with a glass.
Yeah, and probably herpes, but I don't know.
That shit'll come home with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Could be
man.
worse.
I can say, a fellow Firestone Lager fan, that thing is delicious. It is clean. It is crisp. It is one of those perfect warm day beers. You can drink that shit all day long. You won't get a crazy hangover from it. Just like a great football Sunday all day beer.
Yeah. Soft lager mouthfeel. I got to agree with everything in the description. So it was delicious and definitely crushable.
Yes, absolutely. Nicely done. Nicely done on your first lead beer review.
Oh, I know, right? Damn, and it was challenging. I wish I got one of those like 3-order ones we get sometimes. But no, man.
Yeah, the best are like ale brewed with Simcoe.
Yeah.
That's what you needed.
Seriously.
Beer is good.
Yeah. Instead, you got the fuking the essay over there. But nicely done.
Thank you.
Give me buzz.
Yeah, there's alcohol. All right, we got some sports to talk about, right? Quick. Let's get into
really?
that. Yeah, just a smidge. because, not really anything's happening.
And now, the sports, brought to you by cleaninguptheglass.com.
Whether it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 punch, it's time for sports.
It is indeed some quick things to get through. Christian McCaffrey signs a 4-year extension worth an average of $16 million per year, making him the highest paid running back in the NFL history.
What the fuck?
Way to go, Christian.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he fucking earned it. But I mean, I hope the Panthers, they're not afraid that they got some kind of who was the other guy, Peyton Hillis, that did that, had a really good year with the Browns, and then just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
I don't know. He's on the Browns. I've never heard of him.
Well, I forget what year
Sounds
it was.
good.
Yeah, but
him.
Yeah, I think their investment is safe with Christian McCaffrey.
Seems like I had him on my fantasy team last year.
He's a
and that was
monster.
a solid pick.
He's a monster.
Yeah. Dak Prescott throws a birthday party for himself and invites 30 people over amidst all this coronavirus bullshit.
Okay.
That's not right.
Not smart, Dak. He's getting a lot of shit on Twitter. Police were called. I guess his neighbors called the cops. Were like, this dude's having a party. There's at least 30 people over there. And the cops are very tight-lipped. All they've said is they went over, investigated, and found no evidence of a party.
Oh, they must have kicked him down with some beers or something.
Yeah, how much did Dak give him?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little of that sticky icky.
Little green stuff there.
Exactly. Which green?
Either.
Yeah, it's true. It is 420 all month long. In not super surprising news, the XFL has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, man.
They're a brand new startup and they can't make money right now. They owe
Poor
somewhere.
Vince.
Yeah. They owe somewhere between $10 and $50 million to creditors.
Ouch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man,
Not going to get away with kissing ass on that one.
Yeah, that's too bad, man. Kissing ass.
Guess what?
I see what you did there. That's too bad, man. They didn't even have a chance to fail, though. You know what I mean? Like,
It's true. It really is too bad. Like, their product was actually pretty decent.
It was
I thought.
better than the last time. I actually watched a few games. So
And there were even a few things in there that I wish the NFL would adopt. Like, I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, overall, it wasn't as good as the NFL, but there were some good rules they had in place that I was hoping the NFL would take notice of. And so hopefully, hopefully they'll be able to reestablish themselves after all this bullshit's over.
yeah, agreed.
In not surprising NASCAR news, NASCAR driver Kyle Larson suspended indefinitely for dropping the N-word during an iRacing event. So like a video game thing that they do.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. He was online, he was doing his video game racing, and N-words were flying.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he lost a couple of huge sponsors, McDonald's being one of them. So he's fucked. He's suspended indefinitely. Way to go. It's very NASCAR of you.
yeah, no kidding.
What a dummy. I mean, was it the GA or a GER?
Hard R or a soft R?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Damn. I guess it doesn't really matter, but man, terrible.
A, it doesn't matter, and B, knowing that it's NASCAR, I'm gonna have to go with hard.
Oh, hard R.
Hard R. Yeah.
That's the worst.
Come on, NASCAR. Pull your lives together.
You're better than that.
Not
Are they
really.
though? I don't think so. It's NASCAR we're talking about.
Man. I saw the esports. My brother said he saw the basketball players playing like basketball video games. Like,
Oh yeah.
I forgot who won that. I think it was CJ
Nobody.
McCollum they're all losers. But I don't know. I felt like he said it was stupid though because they were playing and they're like not even talking shit or anything. Like at least this guy was dropping N-bombs and like kind of like you know what I mean? Like mildly.
Not that we condone N-bombs.
We don't condone it, but at least give us something to talk about. You know what I mean? These guys are just like, nice pass. Oh, that was a good shot. Like it was like, no, talk shit, dude. Like, it's like I liked when I would play with somebody or and it's like a 6-pack of beer and we're just like talking shit and it's like that's how people really play video games. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's probably the most mention that NASCAR has gotten in weeks.
That's true.
Since the middle of March.
Yeah.
So maybe they secretly paid him like on the back end or something like, hey, be horrible so we get somebody talking about us.
Yeah,
It worked.
That part of the country, just be yourself.
Right, yeah. Just let it slide.
Take that.
Yeah. All right, so for sports, old-timey word of the week, Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat. It's a dwarf or diminutive fellow.
Huh.
Jack Sprat.
Jack Sprat.
Jack Sprat.
Yeah.
Could eat
Yeah,
no
next time-
fat.
Exactly. You're a rapist.
It's an old saying. From
Never
back
heard
when
of
I
it.
was, yeah, well, of course. I can't
Back
remember
when-
the whole thing.
Back when dinosaurs ruled the world.
Indeed.
All right, definitely not a Jack Sprat.
There's nothing better than a babe with craft beer. It's time for Beer Babe of the Week.
It is indeed. Her name is Fleur. I had to look that up. Fleur. Fleur.
Can you see it?
I
Dan?
even,
Fleur?
I had to look it up. I even had to do the Google where it tells you how to say things. Apparently it means flower. And you can find her on the grams at craftbeer.babe. Craftbeer.babe.
Wow. Well, I mean, there's no denying that. But that's a very unique name.
That is extremely unique. And this one, she's drinking a double dry hopped oat cream double IPA from Mr. Banks beer. And Mr. Banks is down in Australia, and I've heard some really good things. I don't know how we're going to get our hands on it, but I'd like to. But anyways, most importantly, do yourselves a favor and follow at craftbeer.babe on the grams. One more shot for the guys on the webcam.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Usually you do hold up the phone for us in the first place, and now
Sure.
we're still getting it. So thank you. Appreciate
Right,
it.
exactly. Just like old times.
That's
so,
right.
Go give her a follow. All right, we got Allie's beer review to get to, but I think before we do any of that, we find out what Scott's been drinking over there.
Oh, yeah. So,
This is where we find out how well Scott can read.
And I'm done. Actually, what I'm drinking, and at first I thought it was The Rapist, but then when upon closer look, I saw, the therapist. Okay.
Hey, Scott,
yes.
I pulled something for you.
It looks like this is my lucky day. I'll take the rapists for 200.
There he is.
Perfect. That is so perfect. So I'm going to read a couple of things, hopefully. It's a therapist. It's from the Dust Bowl Brewing Company up there in the Dust Bowl.
That's right. They're in Turlock.
Correct.
Yes.
It's 10.4 ABVs, 100 IBUs. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's good stuff. And it's barely just, hitting me.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the science will try to tell you that the human tongue cannot detect more than 80 IBUs of bittering. However, this hop-centric Imperial IPA certainly will not leave you wanting more. Big, bold hop aromas and flavors of citrus, tropical fruits, and apricot are bracketed by malty sweetness.
Is it true?
Very true. And if I could only see, I would love to read the label, but I don't have good lights. But the label is quite humorous, so just fucking buy it and read it yourself.
Yeah, I have had this one. It is delicious. The
It's
label
very
I found
good.
I found a picture of the label. It says "Therapist, no appointment necessary." Imperial IPA, 10.4%.
Thank you.
Yes. I've had this one. I've had quite a lineup from Dust Bowl. We had some Dust Bowl on the show, not this one, but some other ones. And anyways, Dust Bowl is always putting out good beers. So I think this was a good choice as far as delicious beers go, and this is a good choice for the name, considering what we're up against.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking because I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago on our show, I brought peak conditions because of the way things were, and at this point, I think a lot of people can use a lot of therapy, and that's what this does. This gives me a lot of therapy. I've been helped a lot.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool,
It looks
man.
like this is my lucky day.
Yes.
I'll take the rapists for 200.
Suck it, Trebek. Suck it long. Suck it hard.
There will never be anything better than Celebrity Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live.
It was pretty
So
good.
It was pretty good. All right, before we move on to booze news, let's check in and find out what our friend Allie is drinking down there in the San Diego area.
Hey gentlemen, it's Allie. I'm getting ready to crack a brewski and I thought it would be a great opportunity to check in with you guys, say hi, see how quarantine life is treating you. I received an extremely generous care package from Rhino Fan on the gram, filled with Great Notion treasure, so I decided tonight would be a great opportunity to crack one open. I'm going to have Big Papaya. It's a tart ale with papaya. How redundant. It's by Great Notion Brewing. Big Papaya is a 6% ABV, and it's a fruited sour, which, as you gents know, is quite the front runner in my beer selection these days. I love it on Untapped. It has a reference where it says, "To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, I love it when you call me Big Papa. Hiya." You guys know that I'm a sucker for any sort of beer that has a musical reference to it. Need I remind you of Costa Rica Poggy Style by Iron Fire? All right, I'm ready to crack her open. Let's go. Oh, wow. Pouring it out. It's got a very gorgeous amber color to it. Very little head. There's zero murk. You can see through it pretty well considering the amber color to it. I'm interested to try this one because typically I have to admit, even though I'm a farmer's wife, I don't love papaya. And I know I'm not alone on that one. I don't care for the taste. I don't care for the scent. So I thought this would be a great one to review, and I'm going to be completely honest. Well, on the nose, I have to admit I'm actually not picking up any hints of papaya. As I said, I feel like it has a very stinky, gross fruit smell. Typically, this actually smells a lot like bubble gum, like almost like Big League Chew. Perhaps a little bit of passion fruit in there. All right, now I'm excited to try it. Wow, I have to admit it really does taste like bubble gum. There's very little tart at the very end, kind of a little bit of a tart bite to it, but it's very pleasant. It's very light, especially compared to most of the sours that I've been drinking lately have been more along the lines of like what I would consider like a smoothie. This particular beer doesn't really strike me as those smoothie type beers that I obviously love, but this is great. I think this is an amazing beer. Definitely a lot of fruit to it. Little bit of, I feel like there's a little bit of a banana to it, but I haven't checked to see what kind of fruits they brewed into this particular style. I usually like to go into these reviews a little blind so I can be as honest as possible. However, I did check that reference on Untapped and saw that song, and I thought that was great. I have to say, all in all, though, I really, really enjoyed this beer. I am sad because I only got one, but Rhino Fan on the gram, thank you so much. Great Notion, job well done. They are always bringing the heaters to the game. Gentlemen, thank you for having me back. I hope you guys are all doing well, and you can check me out on the gram at Allie in Cali. ALLY.IN.CALLY. All right, gents, take care.
Cheers to Allie and Callie. Thanks for coming through with that review. I just was so glad I got to play that song.
Oh, I know. And it was like right when
background.
she was drinking it, you got to like the bridge and everything. Oh my God, it was so fucking awesome. It was a great review.
It was perfect timing.
Indeed. I did forget to mention for Callie is since I'm not in the studios, I can't drink from the Angel cup she sent me.
Oh, that's right.
I am drinking from the unfiltered cup, the unfiltered glass that was given to me by my daughter.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, the unfiltered gentleman glass, yes.
So that's good news for her. For her, you're not able to jinx the Angels for a while.
That's right. The whole all of sports is jinxed.
Not yet.
Yeah, yeah. All of sports has been jinxed.
Yeah.
So
I think once I said I love all sports, they shut everything down.
Yeah. You should have said like, man, I hate basketball. Would have been the best.
Show me some hockey. Yeah, please.
I know. We should have played that a little better. All right. Thanks to Allie for another great beer review.
Yeah, definitely.
I bet that beer goes great with T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape.
Then after that, they can conversate for a few.
Oh, man.
People who don't listen to 90s rap are like, what the hell's going on?
That's right.
Listen. Follow her on the grams, like she said, Allie and Kelly.
I do.
You listen to 90s rap or follow her on the grams?
All the time. Both, yeah.
Both.
Exactly. All right. That's Allie and Callie. Thank you once again, Allie. We have one more voicemail that was left for us. First, let's get to a little bit of booze news before we break into that.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
It is indeed. Sanitas Brewing out of Boulder, Colorado is, let's just say everyone's hero. They have bought a van and hooked up a speaker system, and they're selling beer ice cream man style around the neighborhood. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. They're going around. They have a little scan code on their door, so you scan it with your phone, and it brings up their Venmo, so you can pay them. And then they hand you your beer they got gloves on. They got one of those like trash picker things, you know, like the little squeezy hand trash things.
Yeah.
So they can hand you your beer. You don't have to touch their hands or anything.
Oh man, I wonder if it's like an ice cream truck, like rolling on Dayton's, like Big Worm from Friday, just banging
so
rap
good.
music.
I'm just saying, I would very much appreciate an ice cream truck that sells beer around here.
Hell yeah! Oh my god, that'd be the
Like
most.
that's awesome.
What kind of music are they playing when they sell their beer?
I mean, the article said like ice cream truck style music, but
Mommy,
I don't know
can we
specifics.
get beer?
Yeah.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. That'd be a good one.
All of a sudden, they come driving up. It's this.
From a bottle, from a can, why don't people understand my inebriation?
Got to be it.
It should be.
That would be awesome.
I'll let the music.
Or the Duff
Free
Man,
of charge.
Duff Man song.
That'd be good too.
Yeah.
Just need a whole mix of beer songs. It'd be great.
I do have to say, real quickly, is we're selling more and more alcohol.
Oh yeah, I mean depletions are up.
Yeah.
Oh, to parent, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And they admit they come in and said we're going crazy. We've been the kids for over a month now.
Ooh.
We need.
They come in there. Our kids have been out of our house for 5 years, but we're going crazy. We need this booze. So big shout out to Sanitas Brewing. I hope some more trucks make their way our direction. That's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah! I want to see one of those gangster ice cream trucks.
Exactly. The Brewers Association announced the top 50 brewing companies by sales volume for 2019. I'm not going to go through all 50 because that would take some time, but I will give you the top 10. Number 10, Artisanal Brewing Ventures out of Brooklyn. Number 9, Stone Brewing, of course, out of Escondido. Number 8, this seems a little dicey. It's Canarchy, but that's many breweries. It's a conglomerate of craft breweries. So it's like, are they one? I don't know. Anyways, number 7, Bell's Brewery. Number 6, Gambrinus out of Portland, Shiner, Texas. I don't know, wherever that is. Number 5, Duvel Mortgat, which once again, it's a conglomerate. They've got Firestone. They've got a couple others.
Okay.
Number 4, New Belgium Brewing, which I guess in 2019 was a craft brewery, but not anymore. Number 3, Sierra Nevada. Number 2, Boston Beer Company. And the number 1 craft brewery in America by sales volume in 2019 was Yingling & Son.
What?
Which I always find I've had Yingling. I know it's super popular on the East Coast. It's good. It's tasty. I'm always surprised that they're number 1 because they don't distribute out west at all.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, or does it?
I mean, to me, it doesn't. They only distribute on the East Coast, and yet they're making enough money out there to where they're number 1 in the craft brewery department.
That is weird, man. I'm like tripped out by that.
It's a little surprising.
Hell yeah.
So there you go. Speaking of Stone, the Stone versus Keystone lawsuit will officially head to trial in October. Stone is seeking $1 billion.
Oh, damn. Dr. Evil's their lawyer?
Exactly. In damages and some bad news. That's good news for Stone. They wanted the trial. Bad news for Stone. They had to cut 30% of their workforce, mostly tap room and bistro employees because of the corona.
Oh, man. Hate to hear that.
That's some sad news.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Portland, Oregon-based Cascade Brewing, which I have not had in a very long time, sells to a local investor group. Theoretically, that means they're still craft. Atwater Brewing is producing 2,500 gallons of hand sanitizer every week now, and they're donating it to first responders, hospital workers, nurses, that sort of thing.
That's good.
It's a very nice thing they're doing.
Yeah.
Constellation Brands, the producers of Corona, Modelo, Pacifico, and the idiots who bought Ballast Point for $1 billion and then sold it for somewhere around $70 million, have had to scale back their production of the Mexican beer lines after the Mexican government deemed breweries non-essential.
Hopefully not Corona.
Yeah, well, Corona's very non-essential right now.
Yeah, they're getting boned, man.
Yeah. So if you want
for no reason.
Yeah. So instead of stocking up on that TP, if you're a fan of Mexican beer, you better hit up that Corona, Modelo, and Pacifico.
Damn.
Those might be running out soon.
No kidding.
Yeah. All right. Before we end the show, let's go to one more voicemail we got over the weekend from a man by the name of Frankie G.
Hey, this is Frankie G, 1990 on Instagram. Unfiltered Gentlemen, thank you guys for doing a wonderful podcast. I just wanted to call and let you guys know that, we're all trying to support our local breweries around here. We drive 40 minutes away to go to a fabulous brewery, Knee Deep, and best brew, best customer service, great attitude. You drive down there and they make you want to be there longer, even though we can't at the time. But when you drive down the street and they act like jerks and you don't want to be there and you're trying to help everyone out and they act like that, it's like, what the hell's going on? Pissed off, had some good beer, just want to enjoy myself on this beautiful Easter weekend. And you guys, thank you for hearing my rant. I want to thank you guys, the Unfiltered Gentlemen, for the wonderful podcast. And you know what? Thank you, Scott. I haven't heard that in a long time. I would
Yeah,
love to hear
me
it
either.
next week. You guys have a wonderful Easter break and stay healthy.
Well, this one's for you, Frankie G.
There it is. Yes.
It has been a hot minute since we heard that.
Well, I haven't deserved it, but hey, thank you.
That's true. You know what? You should have gotten it for being able to read today.
It's true.
I did read a little bit.
That's right. Yeah. So in honor of your reading.
With a 10.4 ABV, too. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no kidding. That's not bad.
Knocked any of us on our ass over here.
Well, that is surprising. So thank you, Scott.
I didn't know that was such a highly requested drop.
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
Hey, well,
Can't blame him.
Thank you, Scott, for shutting it up. I think.
Thank you, Frankie G, for the call. He was saying he went to Knee Deep where they were awesome and super cool, and then he refused to say the name of the brewery down the street that he went to where they weren't so cool.
Yes.
And I'm thinking like, yeah, right now when you're hurting for business, maybe you should be pretty cool when people come in to buy your beer.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, that's unfortunate to hear. I hope maybe just someone was having a bad day. Maybe they got the Rona. And that doesn't happen in the future, because right now we're trying to support local as much as possible. Frankie G's helping support local. Knee Deep is delicious beer, so good job on that one. That's pretty much it. I think we've covered everything.
Wow.
Quite the show.
Yes.
A lot of content, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to all the callers, 805-538-BEER for calling in. It's 2337. Thanks to Allie and Callie for her beer review and giving me the chance to play Notorious B.I.G. there under your...
Oh, that was so awesome.
Thanks to the gents for figuring out computers and technology. It took some time, but we made it, we made it happen.
Yeah, next time I'll have to start like an hour early to fire up my laptop with all this
I have
porn
no
on here.
idea what I did.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we'll start
Thanks
at
to-
6:30.
Thanks to Greg for guiding us through all this bullshit.
I know I should be tech support or something.
You should.
No
I'm
kidding.
getting paid enough over here. So find us on the socials at The Unfiltered Gentleman, except for Twitter at Unfiltered Gents. And I think that's just about anything. We've already told you our phone number. Of course, theunfilteredgentleman.com. Most importantly, I hope everyone is staying safe, sane, and extremely well hydrated.
Yes.
Let us know how you're drinking local. Send us some pictures. Tag us. All that good stuff. Hashtag show us your beers. Oh, you know what? Wow, crap. I don't think I got to this. I think I was too busy describing that we're going to have a crazy show.
Stop the music.
Our top listening city of the week was Moore Park. Did I say that?
I think
I
you
don't
did.
think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think I said, what I definitely did not say was that our backup city was from France.
Oh, shit.
What?
Is Vitry-en-Artois, France. And I meant to mention that as well. I'm sure I butchered the name, and I'm so sorry. But I was supposed to say that along with shout out to More Park. So.
All right. Well,
exactly. So
and the main thing is stay safe, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay safe. Stay
care.
sane. And like I said, stay hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.